Resident Evil 6 isn't the best game in the series. After all, the fear within you seems like something you can think of. However, it becomes fun when you decide to play with a friend. Resident Evil 6 allows for third-person split screen by letting you play with a friend and kill all the different zombies you see in the game. When played on split screen, the action aspects of the game become a lot more fun and make it a valuable input. Serious Sam games are famous for their peeking. They usually throw a lot of enemies at the player at the same time. Serious Sam 3. BFE is no different. It's as violent, crazy, and fun as the other games in this series. The game is enjoyable enough in single-player mode, but play it with a friend in split screen, and it gets a lot more fun. The arena shooter is one of the few shooters still available today that allows split screen and definitely benefits from it. The mayhem is very good when the herds get bigger, and it's up to the players to get rid of them. Most people see Road Redemption as the spiritual successor to Road Rash, a classic game that blends motorcycle racing with opponents crushing. There's an uproar that keeps the spirit of the original, and it's much more enjoyable than going alone with a friend. Road Redemption also has a number of add-ons that prevent it from stale, like a campaign mode that plays like an imaginary game. The player's health bar is not refreshed, and death requires starting over. The game also offers a classic quick play feature that allows you to earn trophies only to progress. Almost every LEGO game offers split-screen multiplayer, but LEGO Batman 2 stands out for being a great game. First of all, it is made for the family, so that young players can have as much fun as the grown-ups, maybe even more. He also uses humor that contrasts with the seriousness of Batman in other media. LEGO Batman 2 lets players control Batman and Robin, as well as other superhero friends from the DC comics. Gameplay is easy and nonetheless. Gears of War 4 is a great third-person shooter game, and one of the best games in this series. The COG, which took place 25 years after the Locusts were finally eradicated, have become the new villains. Players take on the role of James J.D. Phoenix in a quest to save the world after a new enemy named Swarm appears. The game offers a split-screen game for the campaign. The multiplayer episode is online only on PC. So it's good that the campaign in Gears of War 4 is one of the most entertaining, especially for fans following the story of previous games. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, from the makers of Split Second and Blur, is one of the best kart racers available on PC. It has uninterrupted acceleration, fun guns, iconic video game characters like Sonic and Knuckles, and even unique tracks that include the sky. The multiplayer aspect that makes everything more fun. You can play with up to 3 friends in the 4-screen multiplayer mode, which usually takes hours of fun. If there's one answer to Nintendo's iconic Mario Kart, it's definitely Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. If Mario Kart had real cars instead of karts, this would be it. Blur combines the thrilling racing action of games like Need for Speed and Project Gotham Racing, while providing access to explosive weapons that are often reserved for kart games. Blurring allows the player to face off against 3 other friends in a 4-player split screen, and there are 5 different modes for players to play. Mods shift their focus. Some focus on destroying opponents' vehicles, while other modes focus on racing. Whatever the preference of the person is, they are likely to be on Blur. This is one of the most popular RPGs to come out in recent years. He has an amazing story that captures the hearts of the players, and the meaningful choices make him more invested than most stories in video games. It also allows the player to experiment as they wish, providing a level of freedom not seen in other games. Divinity Original Sin 2 is an excellent multiplayer game. Players can go online or go on an adventure with a friend in split screen. An additional PC and a second copy of the game will be required, although it also allows for a 4-player co-op. Rocket League is a unique game that blends arcade racing games with a soccer simulation. It is basically a football game, but a game in which rocket-powered cars are used instead of players. The result is a fun game that can be played for hours without getting tired. Try playing with a friend to increase excitement and investment. There's nothing like defeating a friend with your own skills in a fast-paced game. For players who don't like football, Rocket League has expanded since its launch to include other sports such as ice hockey and basketball. Portal 2 is an outstanding puzzle game and one of Valve's best games. Its players face a murderous AI, and the puzzles themselves are quite diverse. Plus, it's plenty of humor and sarcasm that make the characters iconic. While Portal 2 is just as fun to play alone, it's much more fun playing in a split-screen co-op, where players can take on the role of two different robots. Puzzles require working together, whether it's understanding a piece of the puzzle or getting the timing right. This is a different kind of multiplayer, but that's why it takes a long time in memory of those who played it. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the page.